Nominate a family that you think is deserving of an exterior home makeover. A gift from your friends at Exterior Home Solutions.
Exterior Home Solutions 2-minute drill on this Tuesday. Got to talk to both coordinators. We'll start with Joey Halsley, who was asked, is there anything that you're doing in the offense that Nico would do better than Joe? And he said no. Joe's playing at a high level.
Yeah, and Josh Heupel said the same thing yesterday. I mean, listen, we talked about it. I get it's a 5-star quarterback. Joe's not played great. I understand all the questions about Nico, but it's very clear on the record, off the record, and talking to people right now, Joe Milton is Tennessee's quarterback, and he's going to remain Tennessee's quarterback. Now, does that mean if the opportunity presents to get Nico on the field? Yes, they need to play Nico and get him on the field. But right now, Joe Milton is Tennessee's quarterback, and I think that was made very evident yesterday and was very clear today by Joey Halsley's answer.
Defensively, Tim Banks got to continue to bring more pressure, got to tighten up some things. They got a few things get loose Saturday that, they can't do that going against South Carolina in next week or A&M in 3 weeks.
Well, even this week. I mean, they've got to play the edge better. They've got to hold their edge a little tighter, particularly in some run game stuff. They've got to continue to do work and develop some youth and see. I mean, I think they're still mixing and matching. And, we talked all summer long about all this depth or bodies that they had in the secondary. What does that puzzle look like?
Yeah.
I still think that puzzle is in flux. So we'll see what that puzzle looks like over the course of the next couple of weeks. Who develops, who continues to come along? Is it Ricky Gibson? Do they look at somebody at a different position? Do we see somebody else at star? Where are they with things? I think that's still a mix and match out there that they're continuing to look at and play with moving forward as they try to find all the answers to be more productive. They've got to tighten up in some times. They've got to sink in zones better. They've got to technically do some things better than what they did against Florida on Saturday.
Tamarion McDonald missed most of fall camp. He's not tackling very well. Mm-hmm. And that's one of those areas where, does that just kind of get better, kind of like Jalen Wright's fumbling at the beginning of last year?
Well, you hope so. I mean, and I think that the lack of tackling for him has shown up, and particularly in open field tackling in the first couple of ball games. And I think that has to get better. You hope it gets better. He's got to continue to practice. They got to get healthy back there too. We talk about the numbers. I mean, Danico Slaughter's out. I think Wesley Walker's been dealing with some stuff. They've got to get guys out there on the practice field and get guys ready to go. And they got to continue to play more bodies. They got to continue to push some youth and move forward, starting with Ricky Gibson at corner for me.
I asked about Dante Thornton, and Joey made the comment, he has had the right attitude. Even though it's not come as quickly as he wanted to, he's not pouted. He's not, gotten his feelings. He's kind of went to work and said, okay, how can I be more involved? What can I do better?
Well, I think if you're looking for a bright spot from the loss at Florida, the catch he made.
That was a great throw and a great catch.
And they went right back to him after he didn't make the catch. Maybe that's the one that gets him going. You know what I'm saying? You talk about this all the time. One play, one drive maybe can get your offense in high gear. Sometimes it's one play that gets a guy going. Jalen Hyatt had that, right? We talk about one catch here he makes and it really takes off for him. I think that could potentially be the case with Dante Thornton. He's not going to be Jalen Hyatt production-wise, but he may need just one or two plays to really get him kick-started and really get him going in this offense.
He's Brent Hubbs. I'm Austin Price for the Exterior Home Solutions 2-minute drill.